Got mics. Everybody's got mics. Just got caught. Good morning, everybody. Man, last night was fun. Sorry. I apologize for the language I used last night. Need to expand this community. Oh, morning cup of coffee. When coffee just sets it in. Nobody's home. Sometimes you get those. Oh, Ukraine ain't looking so hot. Neither's Russia. Biden mingling. Once again, America is stuck in the middle of two countries crap. Ding dong, somebody's home. Crap, that's a lot of assault. Jeez, calm down, dude.
Guerrillas contracted through Stargazer have established a foothold in the region. We'd like to use this opportunity to let Stargazer know we're not to be fucked with. Technical's been itching to test a weapons platform they've recently placed in orbit. The targeting's still off, so we'll want to access on-site transmitters to get a fix on our target. Should be fun, though. Marching and go. Good luck out there.
Go, go.
Blue 1, this is Zeus. Rendezvous at the helipad at these coordinates. They should have what we need.
So far away. Jeez, that was like, what, 200 meters?
Find a working SATCOM.
Hostile spotted.
Shit, he heard that. Tango down.
Hostile. Fuck yeah.
That'll work. Give me remote access.
Where's the rest of the alarms?
This way.
Locked out? Fuck these fucking PMC assholes. Alright, find me some passcodes. Check this location.
Fuck these PMC assholes. Uh-oh.
Help! Got my leg!
I'm gonna die! I'm fucking dead! Die, bastard! Went down there. He's up in the trees.
Check it!
I think he's up in the trees, I don't know. South. Just know he's south. Went south. I need to get mudded up.
They'll never see me coming.
Oh crap. Oh, he's badly wounded. With southwest.
This way.
Whatever.
Grill in the AO.
Think he went to kill a pig.
Take him out and get his code.
Lost track of him.
Head back to the helipad and access the SATCOM. Well, now the area knows we're here. Let's hope they don't find you. We've got to sync with the satellite, but comm chatter suggests we've been a little too loud. You got incoming, fire team. Defend the terminal until we finish the sync.
Contact marked.
Sending it back up.
Oh, he's close.
Contact. Reloading. Cover me. Ugh. Eyes open, motherfucker.
Gorilla in the AO.
He's up at the tree.
Over here.
He went north.
Enemy spotted.
Think looks good. Just need to ping a target. Here we go. There's a multi-million-dollar installation at the following coordinates. Plant a beacon at that location and we'll warm up the laser. Defend the beacon while we get the platform aligned.
Getting mudded up. Check these coordinates. There.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Enemy spotted. I'm out. Reloading. This better work. Hostile spotted. Careful, armored MC spotted.
We are locked and loaded. Sending coordinates for maximum safe distance. Double time it, fire team.
Eyes open.
Holy
That's
sh!
a successful test. All right, Voodoo, pack it in.
Mission complete. Let's get to the chopper.
Oh, I gotta... Fuck, scratch my balls.
Voodoo, I'm seeing a secondary objective nearby. Up to you if you want to make some extra cash.
Anybody want to do the optional objective? Alright, I'll meet you there.
Button up.
Oh, he's pretty close.
Trust me when I tell you to keep moving and stick together. We have a mission to complete.
Get over here and help. I can get up on my own. Shut up. You ain't got time to bleed. First aid
Oh,
found.
I think he's pissed.
I really need to learn to duck.
You can never have too much ammo.
I hope this is mud.
We'll likely get some unwanted attention, so keep your head up.
Hang tight, fire team. Heading to you now. Plan spotted. Moving in on the intruders. Hostile spotted. Sending in back up.
Contact marked. Chopper's here.
You got 30 seconds.
Go.
Gonna be honest, I didn't think I'd get a full team back. Good work, Voodoo.
Nice. Oh my god. It looks like something. Okay.
am ready.
With predators showing up more often, stargazers begun to get their hands on some extremely valuable pieces of tech. Most likely they're researching hybrid weaponry to sell on the black market. We need to get in there and take back everything they've found. That way our eggheads can keep building prototypes, and Stargazer doesn't start selling alien weaponry to the highest bidder. Good hunting.
Synchronize your death watches. We have this mission to live. At least.
We got this, bro. Got this.
Gotcha. You don't need to be money up already, but it's good. Okay, it's good. So how are you guys?
I'm pretty good.
We have intruders in the area.
I'm feeling pretty confident
Shoot
since
anything that moves.
I know what's going to
Expect more resistance. They know you're here now.
Oh boy.
Where's this predator?
I'm going inside.
I am with you. I don't know where he is. I'm gonna try to find him though. Oh, that was.
Careful, asshole! Something's burning! Yeah. Come on, man! I'm fucking dying out here!
He's bleeding pretty bad.
Grab me. Please
Got
grab
you.
me.
I got you. You're not dying.
Glad you got here when you did.
Let's get inside.
Contact.
There has to be something inside. Oh, there's just found bandages.
Get patched up.
I'm gonna turn this dude's neon green and flood into a glow stick.
Let's do it.
Eyes open.
I don't mind if I take some money.
Let's get you the objective, I guess. I heard something.
He's pretty
Yeah,
close.
he's looking at us in a thermal now. Oh, I just saw him. I saw him.
Yeah.
I see his blood.
Yeah, everybody can see his blood. That's why it would make such a good glow stick.
So let's light him up.
There's a good chance alerts will start going out when they detect us in the area. Place a few signal jammers to block any outgoing signals.
Unless we scared him. I think we scared him. Holy crap.
He's coming for me. I think he's coming for me.
He's coming for anyone. I wounded him pretty good.
I shot him.
He's wounded pretty bad. We wounded him pretty bad.
Yeah, but I wounded him as well. Close encounter. You don't want to have a close encounter with this dude. You're gonna have your skull end up in a shrine. I see him in the distance.
Look for any information on where they're holding this predator tech.
He's pretty close. Delta unit. I feel like he's right on top of us.
I don't know what to...
Budding up.
Oh. No. No.
Alien contact down. Approach with caution. We can try to coming for you.
I think I can defuse him. Where's the symbol? No! Oh! Oh, thank God, whoever did it. Oh. You're freaking awesome, dude. I don't want to die here. I only got... Oh, I still got a syringe.
Mark them on the POC. Hostile spotted. Tough guy.
You're not touching this predator, buddy.
Pulling over the site now. Hold your ground, Voodoo.
Gotta keep this body in pristine
Reloading.
condition. Gonna be primo.
Marking a reinforcement location on your map. Good job, soldiers. This specimen is in excellent condition. A substantial bonus is being wired to your account.
We did it, guys.
Still dead.
I'm sorry that you're dead, but at least we killed the predator and we avenged our brother in arms.
Yeah, I was only level 21.
You're only on level 21? Hey, not bad, dude.
Yeah.
Not bad. Seriously.
Nope, never mind. Level 24.
Oh, 24. Still, not bad. I'm a level 83. And yes, I still die a lot by the predator. There's a lot of hardcore people out here, man. I tell you what, you gotta be careful. That's all I gotta say. Keep your eyes open and be patient. Something about this tape I want to show everyone. Patience.
June 27th, 1992. It's hard to remember that the most important part of an operation is patience. You can plan the perfect op, but you can't account for everything. If shit goes south, there's nothing to do but to adapt and finish the mission. Sometimes you just get lucky. I was in the dock, 10 clicks downriver from the Valverde border, figuring out my next move. I was ready to pack it in. I mean, I thought that I learned everything that I could, that there was nothing left for me to find. The OWLF had abandoned the detonation site a year ago. And I thought that they already shipped back to America. That's when I saw Agent Peter Keyes tie his skiff to the dock. I mean, I haven't seen Keyes since I gave my official statement to him. It was impossible, but there he was, with 3 of his buddies. All agents. I mean, the clean, tidy outfits give them away all the time. I mean, they don't want to get down in the dirt, you see. That's what they pay soldiers to do. Keyes walked up, looked right at me, and shook my hand. I mean, with the radiation sickness, I've lost a lot of weight, so I thought that he maybe would not recognize me, but then he greeted me like we were old pals. Keyes is a good spy, saying nothing, implying everything. We spent the next few hours trading war stories at the bar. If you had heard us, you would never have suspected we were trading intel. on an alien manhunter. His cover was that they have been looking for a serial killer, a sadist who has been operating in the area for years, hunting people like animals and then skinning them alive. Keys wanted to talk about the monster. It all came out in the cover story. In many ways, they were just a few steps behind, surveying villages for information, locating witnesses. He did confirm one thing that I only considered. He told me how the killer chose his victims. They were always armed. A rifle, a pistol, a knife in the boot. He wasn't taking kids or random villages. He wanted a challenge. Whatever it was a hunter. When it killed for sport. I wish they were here for a military action, recon for an invasion, but the truth was so much worse. We are prey, animals, fit only to be hunted. Keys and his buddies paid the tab and mine, but before he left, he winked at me and he said, "Stay out of the jungle. That's where he gets you." I tracked Keys and his team for weeks, but they didn't learn anything new. Maybe they knew that I was there, maybe they didn't, I don't know. I've risked enough for now. I think it's time to disappear. Keep my ear to the ground. Be patient. March 3rd, 2008. We've gotten good at killing predators. Every time we find one, we come back with more tech, more research, and the OWLF's funding goes up. Together, we have gotten stronger and more efficient. For a time, the aliens were surprisingly predictable. They had no idea that we knew so much about them. But that began to change. They sent better hunters every time. They're beginning to see us as a threat. Or we've become a more worthy prize. Maybe both. We know this because our last encounter was special. We weren't certain if they had any gender to speak of, but that changed when we came into contact with the female. She was smarter and deadlier. She didn't fuck around like the males did. She was direct, ruthless, and skilled. I was in Laos when we first came into contact with her. It was Valverde all over again. Her ambush wiped out my entire team. Only this time, she got me. In a small village, I lost track of her, just long enough for her to pin me with a razor net. Pinned against the wall, razors cutting into my face. I've been fighting for so long, I was ready to die. I should be dead. Instead of making the kill, she cloaked and vanished into the jungle. The net relaxed, and I escaped with my life, and a scar to remember her by. She spared me. Only me. Like she knew who I was. I returned to the exfil. My first failed mission in a long time. Are we going about this wrong? I mean, we've learned so much. But in doing so, have we made ourselves a bigger target? I can't stop thinking about something Napoleon said. You must not fight too often with one enemy, or you will teach them all your art of war. I started this believing that we were learning how to hunt them, or maybe she let me live to just be hunted another day. We were teaching them how to hunt us. "2025. It's hard to believe that I'm still here recording this. I probably shouldn't be smoking in the med bay, but fuck it, it's my birthday. For Christ's sakes. I turned 78 today, but I'm out there hunting. I should be retired. I should be doing anything but this. My life shouldn't be possible. But the very thing that I hunt, that hunts me, is what's keeping me alive. As we began to understand the predator's technology, we started to use it. A fight with a predator female went bad and I was critically wounded. Dying, I agreed to experimentation. It worked. It worked so well that the cells in my body stopped aging. Pushing 80 now, I'm fighting like a man in his 40s. It's not the only experiment that I've been part of. I am deadlier now than I was in Valverde. The OWLF has been fully reinstated. It's grown larger than ever before. We saved John Keyes from Stargazer. His father was Peter Keyes. I suppose you could say that he was a very dear acquaintance. His son is a gifted scientist. I worry about the future. The Earth is seeing unprecedented rise in heat and war. As the climate changes and the temperatures go up, more and more countries are becoming hunting grounds. We've killed so many of their kind, but they only send more. The number of events that we've witnessed has increased threefold in 10 years. We have made an impression on them, but not like we had hoped. We wanted to show them that we weren't prey, to deter them from ever sending another hunter to our world. We sent a warning, but they took it as a challenge. I fear we have made things worse. If the predators ever decide that we've grown too bold, I have no doubt that they could burn the Earth and all of humanity with it. My only hope is that while they waste their time on sport, we can rise up together and stand against them as a species. Until then, we keep moving, we keep hunting, and we keep our eyes open.
It's April 4th, 2001. And while I've had basic training, I usually stay away from field duty. However, it seemed prudent to have first-hand knowledge of the predators. And as Dutch continues to prove himself as an expert tracker, well, I was guaranteed a sighting if I went on the next mission. I opted out of arming myself, as previous accounts describe predators sparing the unarmed. I guess killing the defenseless must be seen as dishonorable. After infiltration, we quickly walked into a guerrilla ambush. And at this particular moment, I regretted my decision to go unarmed, but I kept my head down while Dutch and his team did their work. And after the dust settled, we heard a deafening roar. And in the clearing stood a massive predator. It had no mask. It was staring Dutch down in complete silence. After what seemed like minutes, it let out another roar, and it charged us. And as it was closing in, the predator threw a knife that missed Dutch, but it grazed my arm. And unfazed, Dutch grabbed the spear from his back, and he thrust it into the predator's chest. But the spear must have missed any vital organs, as the predator continued to fight Dutch before escaping into the jungle. Minutes later, we felt the ground rumble as a spacecraft lifted into the air and then left the planet entirely. And while I paid for it in physical trauma, I'm glad to have seen it in person. I can't say I'm disappointed to see what I saw. December 1st, 1997. We ran extensive genetic tests on the arm, the results of which could lead to huge medical breakthroughs. It also gave us clues to the atmospheric makeup of their homeworld and how viable it would be to sustain human life should we ever find a way to get there. And judging by the elasticity of the skin, we think that the city hunter was a juvenile of the species. And this would line up with Detective Harrigan's account of the LA encounter. And with that in mind, one could theorize that its hunt may have been an initiation into adulthood. Carbon dating of the bone structure puts the city hunter's age at a minimum of 300 years, which draws into question the lifespan of a predator. If our assumptions are correct, we could be talking upwards of 1,000 years, possibly more. I mean, the mask is like a mundane utilitarian item to the predator, but the technology involved is staggering. Aside from the respiratory functions, the visor built into the mask is capable of displaying multiple visual frequencies. I mean, this explains how the city hunter found and killed the OWLF team in the slaughterhouse. I mean, we assumed that they only had access to infrared, but we were clearly wrong. What still confuses me, though, is how, with such extraordinary technology, the predators express a seemingly tribal culture. They have such a strong focus on honor, trophies, worthy opponents, I mean, things we've left behind as our own species has developed. I mean, is it possible that these technological advances were not developed by the predator species, but taken from another?
April 8th, 1991. I'm not dead yet. I'll admit, I regret not curing my radiation sickness before I left. It made leaving the country difficult. I cashed in a few favors, took one too many off-the-book flights in rusted-out buckets, but I made it back to Valverde. The area was on lockdown, sealed by American intelligence for study. The complex centered on a crater from the alien self-destruction. I found the scientists slumming in the local bar. A few drinks, a couple of threads later, he was ready to talk. It wasn't much, barely anything I didn't already know. The blast emitted a form of radiation they'd never seen before. Some believed it was extraterrestrial, some didn't. Either they're not too bright, or there's nothing to find. I decided to let them keep searching in vain. It kept them busy and off my trail. I've been touring villages and small towns using the cover of an author writing about South American folklore. I don't know if any of them bought in, but they took my money and told their stories. The closer they were to the jungle, the more stories of devils in the trees. Some were bullshit, made up on the spot, but some carried consistencies that I couldn't ignore. Whatever it was, the demons who make trophies of man, the devil of the trees, or the skull taker, the stories always began on the hottest summer that they could remember. In the summer of 1987, Valverde nearly broke its all-time high in temperatures. They love the heat. It must remind them of home. Everything else confirmed the truth of the stories. Proud warriors skinned and hanged, skulls and spines ripped from their bodies. Maybe it was obvious from the beginning, but it wasn't until I heard the stories that I truly accepted the purpose of these mutilations. I mean, they're taking trophies. They travel impossible distances to hunt us, skin us, and mount us over some alien fireplace on another world. It would be disgusting if it weren't so familiar. Where do I go now? It's been on my mind all year. The takeaway from all this intel is that they've been doing this for decades, centuries maybe. They're coming back, and I need to be there when they do. It's September 12th, 1987. My name is Major Alan Schaefer, also known as Dutch. U.S. Army veteran, Special Ops Commander, and the only survivor of the Valverde incident. These tapes are my personal testimony. Insurance. Should anything happen to me, what I found won't be lost. My team was brought in to rescue a Guatemala cabinet minister and his aide, who had been captured by guerrilla forces in Valverde. We located the downed helicopter, and the skinned bodies of those aboard hung in nearby trees, seemingly at the hands of guerrilla fighters. After assaulting their camp, it became clear that the mission was a setup. American intelligence had sent us to retrieve the captured agents who had been on recon for future military action. But none of that matters, because while we were clearing out the guerrillas, something was hunting us. An invisible killer tracked us as we made our way to the extraction point. In 24 hours, it wiped out my entire team. Rick Hawkins, Blaine Cooper, Mac Elliott, Billy Soul, Jorge Ramirez, and Al Dillon. The best soldiers I've ever known. Men I trusted with my life were butchered like animals. It was a nightmare. We walked in with guns, but it had perfect camouflage, advanced weaponry, and could see heat. It was strong and smart, a pitiless hunter. I waited, I watched. And when I understood it, when I saw how it hunted, I killed it. As it lay dying, in a final fuck you, it activated an explosive device. I barely escaped that blast. My radiation sickness and the crater of the explosion are the only evidence it ever was here. I have given my official statement to Agent Peter Keyes of the OWLF, but it's become clear I needed to investigate Valverde myself. Keyes was thorough, but he asked all the wrong questions. I mean, we have proof of alien life, but that life sees us as game. It's an alien whose first contact with humanity was to hunt us for sport. All Keyes cared about was the technology lost in explosions. He can see the jungle for the trees. I see the threat. He sees the opportunity. Spies are all the same. I mean, we aren't people to them. We are assets. How many soldiers would he feed to those monsters just for a chance to steal from them or to learn from them? The government can't be trusted. So I will have to do this on my own. I'm cutting my treatment short and going off the grid. I will make my way back to South America to Valverde. I was told that there were stories about demons who make trophies of man. I'd like to hear those stories. March 3rd, 1996, Zaire. I thought I could wait. I thought that I could hold back and make my move at the right time. I couldn't. Fuck. I had to find them. I needed to hunt it or let it hunt me. I joined up with any private military company that was headed into the hot zone. I pulled every string, cashed out every favor just to follow the sweat and the death that attracted the demon. I eventually put together a team myself. Lost soldiers and haunted men, willing to fight and to die wherever I led them. They thought that I was a legend, and I let them believe that. I'm quiet and good in what I do. They needed them to see me as a legend, so that they could take them to die in a sweltering jungle. We went on more missions than I can remember. We didn't fire until we were fired at. They thought that it was my code. It wasn't. I was waiting and watching. Our last mission was an evac op in the Congo. A private munition base had gone dark. When we arrived, they'd been dead for days. Bodies strung up on floodlights around the base, all of them skinned, some missing skulls and spines. We secured the site and waited for backup to arrive. In the heat of the day, I stared into the waves of heat coming off the concrete, thinking that any minute they might come alive as the invisible killer. And then they did. I didn't wait. I unloaded every round I had. Trusting me, my team fired in the same direction. It wasn't the first time I'd done it, but this time I knew what I was looking for. It was so fast, we couldn't hit it. We panicked, and stray rounds struck the crate of RPGs. And that explosion hit other munitions that exploded. By the time the smoke cleared, the demon was dead, but so were all my men. I took samples of its blood, pieces of its anatomy, and what tech that I could salvage. And then I burned everything. Then it disappeared. I never checked in mid-HQ. As far as I know, I was counted among the dead.
Something about these collectibles. Oh no.
Close ally and a source of funding had an extremely valuable heirloom stolen. The thief in question was killed in a train accident attempting to flee the region. Now this might seem outside our scope, but every once in a while we gotta keep the VIPs happy. If we're lucky, the heirloom was destroyed in the crash, and this will be a very short mission. Our team is go. Good luck out there. Voodoo 1, this is Zeus. Let's get this show on the road. Rendezvous at the site of the wreck.
Still works.
Frag out.
All right, check the wreckage. See if anything stands out. Just don't go out of your way.
Mud it up.
Run a little extra fun for everybody.
Reloading. Cover me.
The whole place has been picked clean. Once the fire dies out, I'm guessing the train will be gone in under an hour. Check the nearby camp, see if anyone knows anything.
I'm not dying out here in this shit. First aid found. Feeling better already.
Let's finish this mission.
Get over here and help me.
There, you're close.
Voodoo, stick to your mission. You wouldn't believe me if I told you what's out there.
Grenade out.
Come on, man, I'm fucking dying out here.
Reloading. Cover me.
Help me. I'm down.
Glad you got here when you did. Get on your feet, soldier.
Fucking jump.
I'd say these guys might know a thing or two. Voodoo 1, weapons free.
Stick to the mission.
First aid, right there. This should stop the bleeding. Oh! First aid.
Somebody help me! Oh, careful.
We don't leave people behind.
Get the objective.
There! This way!
That's definitely the pouch, but it's empty. If the note mentions substantial reward, their CO might have locked it up inside.
Mudding up.
Shut up. You ain't got time to do.
I'm reading a flatline. Keep it
patched up.
Still works.
First aid found! I need help! I can get up on my own. I ain't leaving your ass here. First time to stitch up.
Got some help for you, Voodoo. Just make it to this location on your map. That would do it. Place a breaching charge on the lid. Arming charge. Stand by, fire team. Let's hope this doesn't damage the target.
There it is. Get over here and help me.
Sending it back up!
Weapon dry. Reloading.
Over here. Get me up. I'm not dying today. Thanks, soldier.
One. You act like this is the first time.
Enemy spotted.
My team members down! Stick to the mission!
Hostile spotted.
Perfect! Not a scratch. Oh, okay, grab it.
What the? Got you now. Give them all you've got. Ow! Holy shit. What is this?
Get over here.
Reinforcements are on the way!
Focus on the mission.
Changing mags.
Frag out.
We need to finish the
Get
mission.
patched
Grenade
up.
out.
Patching up.
Complete the objective.
First aid, right there. Throwing up a smoke.
Smoke grenade. Throwing out.
Medical supply.
This way! I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Yeah.
Help me! Over here! Stick to the mission.
I put rounds in it.
Complete the objective.
Alright, we kissed the ring and earned our budget. Head to Exfil, fire team. Time to head home.
Exfil location marked. Let's get the fuck out of here. Get to the chopper!
Voodoo, I'm seeing a secondary objective nearby. Up to you if you want to make some extra cash.
Going to chopper. Stand by.
Solid copy, Voodoo. Chopper inbound. Hostiles are attempting to escape. Stop them now!
We need to get out of here.
Send it in back up!
Contact.
There they are.
I reached the flat line. Keep it together, Voodoo. Five team members down. Stick to the mission.
Honor them now, grease them later.
Stick around, Voodoo. You've got 30 seconds.
Haha! I shut your face off! Did you look ugly?